Good afternoon, students. We are discussing structure determination and stereochemistry of abitic acid. In the last video we done structure determination of abitic acid up to retin synthesis. In this video we are going to discuss remaining structure determination and stereochemistry of abitic acid. First let's see abitic acid structure. We already know abitic acid have three rings. In abitic acid, the main skeleton is phenanthrene skeleton. Phenanthrene skeleton. In this position, there is two groups. One is a COOH. It is looks like away from the observer, and another one is a CH3. This is looks like nearer to the observer, and this junction also have a CH3 that is looks like nearer to the observer. Two double bonds, and finally this one have isopropyl group. This is abitic acid. Abitic acid structure. Abitic acid molecular formula C20H30O2. C20H30O2. Now let's see abitic acid oxidation process. Abitic acid undergoes oxidation in presence of strong and powerful oxidizing agent, that is potassium permanganate. Result isobutyric acid plus structure 1 and structure 2. Structure 1 plus structure 2. The structure 1 and structure 2 both are a tricarboxylic compounds. The two tricarboxylic compounds structures we have to study because of we have to essential to study the two components, structure 1 and structure 2. That is very useful to us because of the two structures gives the information of total structure of abitic acid. Structure 1 have a molecular formula C11H16O6, and structure 2 have a molecular formula C12H18O6. From this we get a information that is structure 1 and structure 2 have a difference is only CH2 difference. CH2 difference, CH2 unit difference. First let's see what is a structure 1. The nature of structure 1, let's see first. From the experimental evidence, like it is dissolved in aqueous NaOH and aqueous NaHCO3. Aqueous NaOH and aqueous NaHCO3. Result, it is a carboxylic group, carboxylic compound. Simply, structure 1 is completely dissolved in aqueous NaOH and aqueous NaHCO3. These two are bases, resulting that we can form carboxylic compound. And the next one is structure 1 consumes 3 moles of methanol or ethanol to convert a triester. Triester formation required 3 moles of methanol. So that gives information about structure 1 is a tricarboxylic. And next, structure 1 undergoes elimination of CO in presence of concentrated H2SO4. Simply, structure 1 when treated with a concentrated H2SO4 result 2 moles of carbon monoxide is eliminated. So elimination of 2 moles of carbon monoxide indicating clearly that structure 1 have 2 groups of 2 moles, nothing but 2 groups of a tertiary carboxylic. We already know the tertiary carboxylic only capable to eliminate CO in presence of a concentrated H2SO4. And finally, from polarimeter experiment, it is optically inactive. It is optically inactive because of it have any one of symmetry element, any one of symmetry elements means plane of symmetry, rotational axis of symmetry, center of inversion, etc. Structure 1 undergoes selective dehydrogenation. Selective dehydrogenation gives rise to methoxylene. Methoxylene CH3 and CH3. This is a methoxylene. The methoxylene formation gives rise to structure 1 is a tricarboxylic. The tricarboxylic also have two groups. The two groups looks like two CH3s. From this all the data, just we construct structure 1 is like here there is a CH3 and also COOH. CH3 and COOH, and here also CH3 and COOH. These two COOHs are looks like COOHs are looks like tertiary COOHs, tertiary, and the remaining one this is COOH looks like secondary. Due to having these three carboxylic parts, structure 1 undergoes esterification in presence of 3 moles of ethanol, and due to having 2 moles of tertiary carboxylic parts, when it is undergoes in presence of concentrated H2SO4 releases 2 moles of CO, and having 2 methyl groups, when it is undergoes selective dehydrogenation gives rise to methoxylene, and it is optically inactive because of a plane of symmetry is observed. This is a plane of symmetry sigma. This is a structural information of structure 1 that is having C11 H16O6. Next let us see structure 2 information. Now let us see structure 2 information. We already know structure 2 having a molecular formula C12 H18O6. From reaction of aqueous NaOH and aqueous NaHCO3, aqueous NaOH and aqueous NaHCO3 gives rise to structure 2 also a carboxylic acid. Structure 2 also a carboxylic acid. Next, structure 2 also consumes 3 moles of ethanol or methanol to convert triester. So that is clearly indicated that structure 2 also having 3 parts of carboxylic, nothing but it is a tricarboxylic. Next, structure 2 when treated with a concentrated H2SO4, releases 2 moles of carbon monoxide. It is clearly indicated that structure 2 also having 2 groups of tertiary carboxylic parts, 2 parts of or 2 moles of a tertiary carboxylic, and it is optically active. Structure 2 when undergoes selective dehydrogenation process, selective dehydrogenation gives hemimelitene. Hemimelitene looks like a trimethyl benzene. CH3. This is hemimelitene. From this total data we get the information structure 2 have this type of structure, that is looks CH3, the group is a CH3, and next one is a COOH. This is one tertiary carboxylic, and the next one this is a methyl group and also having a COOH. This is also a tertiary part, and here this is looks like a COOH. In between ring and a carboxylic there is a CH2. So the CH2 difference only we find in between structure 1 and structure 2. Structure 1 and structure 2, that is only difference. Due to having a CH2, when structure 2 undergoes selective dehydrogenation, result hemimelitin. Simply CH2 is converted into CH3 in this process. So this is information of structure 2. Next let's see ebitic acid stereoisomerism, stereochemistry. Stereochemistry of ebitic acid. Ebitic acid have 4 chiral centers. First chiral center is like this is a 1 chiral center, and a second chiral center, third chiral center, and also having a 4th chiral centers. So number of chiral centers are asymmetric carbons is equal to 4. From number of chiral centers, we have to calculate number of stereoisomers. Number of stereoisomers calculation, we have a formula that is 2 to the power of n, where n is equal to 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 gives rise to 16. Ebitic acid have 16 stereoisomers. So this is a stereochemistry of ebitic acid. Structure determination and stereochemistry of ebitic acid is completed. In the next class, we will discuss structure determination and stereochemistry of cholesterol.